Hey, but my record sucks, boy. Sucks bad. Still trying to get used to this shit here. Oh no. Fuck. Fuck it. Yeah, how everybody doing? Mm.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're in Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Jake Camarda, set to do the honors, and off we go now from Tampa.
Still a newbie to this now.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. A former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, it's Cook again. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21.
Switch. Let's go. Let's go.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th.
Oh, what
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted.
Let him go, let him
Picked
go,
up
let him
by
go, let him go.
Levante David. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
Come on. Oh, come on.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Cousins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
That was my fault.
Cousins.
What the hell?
Looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Who the fuck is
Picked
it?
up by Levante David.
That's 2 picks. That's 2 fucking
He
picks.
brings it back to the house from Buccaneer TD.
I don't like it.
So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. Had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On 2nd down, Cook. And running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives them a 1st and 10.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Cook will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start the drive with a give to White. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette.
Ah.
He slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
I am tripping.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the gut, Fournette.
Come on, what the hell
It's
is
a room to maneuver. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Oh, come on,
39 yards. And the Buccaneers go up by 2 touchdowns. Suck up for the extra point. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Cousins. for the third time here in this half. It's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. It's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Extra point try now for Succop. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
I hate this shit, man.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
I swear I don't.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Levante David. And it's a pick six.
Well, I don't see how I'm throwing that bitch all the way over there. I'm pushing the stick all the way to the right.
CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick six, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
This shit is weird, bro.
This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Man, really?
Final play of the half, Cousins. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
For long shots,
the end
man.
of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
All right. We got to do something. We got to get this ball back.
The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
I got my
and that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out, because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Flushed out right. And brought in by Brady. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line.
Shit, I was fucking up the whole game, but
Fournette on the counter. And he'll get this to the 22. So they begin to play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our 2nd half blowout material. They'll run it again with Fournette. And they'll get this down to the 10. 80 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. A quick throw by Brady, complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Steps away. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Play action now. Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I'm getting spanked this game.
3 quarters in the books.
I'm getting used to these.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Cook. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Nothing good, bro.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Look at this.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Levante David. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. And we now have a new single-game interception king, a record-breaking 5th pick there.
That's not the true definition of a ball hawk. I don't know what is. That is absolutely phenomenal. What comes to mind quickly, partner, is one of the more recent ones to get to 4. D'Angelo Hall, a terrific player in his own right. But in this case, 5. That sets a brand new NFL record.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
1st down, here's White. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. On 2nd and 9, Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner?
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
We're going to try them again, bro, with somebody else playbook, bro. I swear.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, I thought, this game has been fucked up. I gotta change their playbook.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
This shit is fucking
well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here.
Bro, the Vikings fucking suck, man.
They lead big, and a major part of that
shit,
has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Over the middle, complete. It's Osborne. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Again, it's Cousins.
Oh, shit.
Pressure now, and
I
he's
pressed the wrong
down.
fucking button.
Sack back around the 8. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And Cook has it, left side. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Cousins to throw it. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A disastrous loss there on 1st and goal on the sack. Sets him back big time.
No.
And as this
Hey,
defense
we're gonna play
walks
with them
off the
again.
field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
That nigga there got by I don't know how many fucking...
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.
Let me light up on these.
The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.
That shit pissed me off, man. It'll piss me off. Let's get another one, boy.
Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and themselves. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Off the play fake, Prescott rolling to his left. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it makes it third down and 2 yards to go.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
What the?
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Maher, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
Look at this nigga.
What? Into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
First down, Prescott. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. A carry here for the big tight end. He'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Sean McKeon, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, when we talk about someone stepping up and making a big play, I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott.
What?
Looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Prescott to throw it.
Ooh, that boy can't. Ooh, that boy caught that rush in there.
Trayvon Diggs, usually known for interceptions. Here, he gets the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Oh, damn shit like that.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott flushed out right. Open man right side, it's Lamb. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. Fourth down, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. And that was just a good job there of being mobile and creating something.
Being able to extend a play and get people open or buy yourself more time to run with the football, that's a really nice job there.
Prescott off play action. That's caught again by Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a minute to go in this first half. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation.
What the?
And Prescott, his 3rd interception.
I should have ran that.
And the
I should have
Cowboys
fucking ran that, man.
Possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From just shy of midfield, Prescott. Now that's Elliott, complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. A first down throw for Prescott. Oh,
why you not on your man, bro?
Now another timeout called for by the offense. As they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Prescott. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 15. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's a gain of a couple on what should be the final carry of half number 1. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And the half will begin with a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some...
Prescott stripped.
You gotta be fucking kidding me right now, boy.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Well, Parker, they went empty set there. No
Get the
backs in the
fuck out of
backfield.
here, boy.
All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do?
Oh, my God.
Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown.
The fuck is going on tonight,
and
man?
the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Prescott, they're going to throw for. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Okay, so you just gonna sit there, huh?
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. And Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first. Prescott now. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. To throw again on second down. Prescott. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To the air again, Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
No lie, fuck this game. I'm done with this shit. Fuck it. Man. I don't know what the fuck wrong with me tonight, man. Fuck this game. I'm gone. Mad. Angry.